Welcome to the market recap video for Thursday, June 13th, 2024. I am Chart Gal Lori and I'm part of the Chart Guys community. If you want to give me a follow on X at Chart Gal Lori, that would be great. Check us out at chartguys.com. So what happened today? Today we had PPI. So we had PPI data and initial jobless claims here. Initial jobless claims came in a little bit higher than anticipated. PPI came in lower than anticipated. Overall, the market digested it slightly bullishly. And then tomorrow we have the Fed monetary policy. That is the 3-star event Fed monetary policy report. We have the Michigan inflation expectations, import and export data. So today, this is what we had. We had semiconductors were big in green. AVGO, they had a great earnings report and they announced a split last night. And so they were up 12%. They were unable to hold all of their gains from the earnings gap up. They weren't able to hold all of it, but overall great performance and was able to hold up the market. Tesla was green from Elon's tweet that he had the votes to win his compensation argument. So that meeting will be happening in 32 minutes. Let's get to the charts. Starting with ES. So on ES, we have a potential 12-hour bull flag. Here we have potential 12-hour bull flag. We got a new all-time high today, 551775. 551950, my bad, 551950. ES overall was strong, nice close, an hourly lower high as possible compared to 551775. On the daily, just a strong, healthy move. We're overbought, but remember, RSI means a lot less in blue sky breakouts, all-time high conditions. Looking at Nasdaq, we were able to get a new all-time high today. We're almost at 20,000. And let's remember that 20,000 level, that's a psychologically big round number. And sometimes our futures especially can get they can hesitate at those big numbers. So I'll be watching 20,000 tomorrow if we were to get close to that. Let me go back over here. Looking at RTY. RTY is closing red. It did not have as good of a performance as ES or Nasdaq because, again, semis were leading, which is part of the Nasdaq. The Russell was down today. We are in an hourly downtrend looking for an hourly lower high. Dow is closing green. I wouldn't say that it was a great performance. We have made enough room for an hourly higher low. This could be a little inverse head and shoulders forming here as well. So 4-hour downtrend, Dow and Russell are definitely lagging ES and Nasdaq. VIX broke that key support of 1211. We are in a daily downtrend. A weekly higher low is possible compared to 1152, but at this rate, I don't know that we're going to get that higher low. A lower low is the more likely scenario with this market euphoria. Looking at Bitcoin, we're looking for that weekly higher low. Daily is in a downtrend, and we were pretty red today considering the market was green. Nasdaq was up almost 2% today. So Bitcoin is definitely lagging. We are in an hourly downtrend. We have a potential 4-hour bear flag. Ethereum, 4-hour downtrend. Daily downtrend. We are holding the daily 50 MA on Ethereum, and on Bitcoin we're holding it as well. Let's see if that daily 50 MA can provide some support, synthetic support, because it's a moving average, not a pivot. And will that provide some support to look for those weekly higher lows? Coin was red today on Bitcoin weakness. We're still looking for a daily higher low compared to Tuesday's low of 23409. Dollar was green, had a nice bounce considering the big pullback yesterday. We're still looking for a 4-hour lower high, and that could help gold. So gold was red and dollar was green today. So gold, we have enough room for a daily higher low compared to 2304. We had approximately a 50% retrace of this move here from the high to the low. So let's see if we can get that higher low tomorrow if the dollar can set that 4-hour lower high. GDX, we lost our daily support. We are looking down at the weekly support 32.20. We're still holding that 32.20. So if the dollar can do its job and set that 4-hour lower high, and then if it could bounce gold, then GDX may be able to hold this 32.20 tomorrow. I'll be watching this one actually to see if we can set or begin to set that weekly higher low. Oil is red. Oil daily consolidation is still very healthy here at the 200 MA. We have plenty of room for a daily higher low. Bears aren't having their way with oil completely. We're just slightly red. ARM, what a recovery. ARM is a very underrated name in our overall market. If we look at this recovery, let's look at it on the daily. From the low of April, we have doubled up in 8 weeks. That's pretty impressive. Very impressive move. All-time high is next resistance over today's high, 161.49. AVGO announced a split last night with their positive earnings reaction. Like I said, they did give some of it back. They weren't able to hold the entire gap up, but overall closed pretty flat. Well, they were big and green, but the consolidation was sideways today, cooling off that RSI. As you can see, we cooled off RSI and we consolidated in time versus price. So I'll be watching AVGO tomorrow to see if we can get another leg up. NVIDIA was nice and green, new all-time high. I mean, what do you say? Good job? I don't know. NVDA back burner watch tomorrow. SMCI, it gets the good job report for sure. SMCI had a beautiful performance, closed with potential hourly bull flag. We can have this on back burner watch tomorrow. Just a beautiful move of almost $100 from low to high today. We were right at $100. We were 83 cents short of a $100 move. So definitely on back burner watch tomorrow. SMCI can be a beast when it gets to moving. SMH had a green day. Of course, we saw that on the heat map. The SMH was doing the heavy lifting. And I like to say that when SMH is moving the market, don't short the market. Semis are the fuel to the market's engine. All right, looking at Apple. Apple had a green day. Gave back a lot of the spike up in the morning, but a respectable finish and still green. Considering the monster days that it's had here and here, I would say it just consolidated in time versus price today. Just going sideways, closed green. I think it's quite a statement by the bulls, actually. Amazon was weak. That weekly lower high is likely set now, with us losing the low of the prior day. We do have enough room for a daily higher low, however, so we'll see where that gets set. Do we hold this daily 50 MA tomorrow is the question. Microsoft, we closed with the daily inside bar. We double topped with yesterday's high, and which is also the new all-time high. So this could be a daily bull flag. Tesla had a great move this morning. They announced that they're raising prices on their Model, is it 3s over in Europe, I believe. And then Elon tweeted that he has the votes for his compensation pay meeting, which the investor meeting will be happening in 24 minutes. But we gave back a lot of this morning's gains. Bears were unable to close the gap of 180.55. It'll be really important for Tesla to defend 180. 180 has been an important level in the past. Cannabis had a bloodbath today, an absolute bloodbath. Looking at XLF, we broke that 40.65 level. Yeah, 40.65 here. We lost that by 15 cents. Bulls bought the dip, closing with a bit of a hammer. Still weak. I would be looking to short XLF on bounces, overbought conditions on shorter term time frames, looking for top fish setups. Healthcare had a big bounce at the end of the day. They had some news about Medicare, and healthcare really had a huge spike, recovered the low of the prior day. On the daily chart, nice bounce from the daily 26 EMA, possibly setting that daily higher low. We need to get through the high of today, tomorrow, to feel more confident that that daily higher low is likely set. And game has no stop. There's no game stop. It's game go. GameStop was up 14% today. We did have a meeting at some type of conference that was to be held by the company, and they postponed that to tomorrow right after market close. We had a tweet about the Dune movie from the kitty. So overall, big move, big squeeze. Look at those orange high compression dots. Big squeeze into close. GameStop is still providing a ton of volatility for day traders. Uber was one of my picks this morning for a top fish, looking at the 73.82, 73.60 double top, looking for the weekly lower high. And that was quite a move. We closed with a potential 4-hour bear flag. And Rivian, I was watching this uptrend line here. Rivian has been bouncing wonderfully, but we're still looking for a weekly lower high. And this was my Queen of the Mountain trade as well that I posted in the room as a short, and it dumped all day. All right, well, that is it for the market recap for June 13th. Thank you for joining me, and use stop losses.